I got no video for y'all. This is talking about the Jay-Z situation. Let's get into it. So as y'all know, Jay-Z has been accused by a 13-year-old of the R word. Not sure if I can say it or not on YouTube, but if I can or can't, I'm not gonna even risk it and try getting banned. But you guys know, I'm sure you're familiar with the situation. I haven't looked too far into it, but from what I hear, she was at the after party to the MTV Awards or some award show. She was at an after party, and Jay-Z and Diddy was doing some things to her. You know what I'm saying? So, my personal opinion. Well, first off, I want to say this is all alleged. So nothing is set in stone right now. There's no evidence or proof. It's just alleged. It's just an accusation. That's first. Second off, my opinion personally is, hey, I don't know these people personally. I don't put anything past them. I don't know Jay-Z personally. I don't know Diddy personally. I don't know these people, so I don't put anything past them. That's not me saying that they did it, but it's also me saying I'm not going to sit here and just say, hey, they would never do that, because I don't know. I don't know them. I just want to take an objective stance. That's number two. Number three, well, that's my opinion of it overall. Number three, it just doesn't look good, right? And what I mean when I say this is, of course, I just said for my point number two, which is I want to be objective and I don't want to say that he did it or he didn't do it. But it's not a good look when in an interview in 2007, you say that you met and was talking to Beyonce 10 years ago, which would have made her 16 when you was 28. That's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's when accusations always come out against artists or celebrities or people, whatnot, I always look and be like, it's not a good look. It's the same thing with when Kendrick called Drake a PDF file. It's not a good look because of the video of when he's kissing that underage model on stage. It's not a good look in your videos when you say that she was 18 and you're making music. You know, this is recent music where you're saying she was 18, like it's just a freshly legal girl. It's just, some stuff is just not a good look. Not saying that that incriminates you, but it just makes us raise an eyebrow. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look. With R. Kelly, it's like, well, come on, you were messing with Aaliyah, that R.I.P. Aaliyah, one of my favorite artists. You were messing with Aaliyah when she was young. It's just not a good look. And then the music that you are writing for her, age ain't nothing but a number. That's why I don't like when people say that shit now, because it's like knowing the situation that she was in and just, you know, being conscious of all that. It's just, I don't really too much like that. Good song, but like she's speaking for herself, and just knowing her personal situation. I don't like it. So it's not a good look. That's a point that I wanted to bring up, is that not to say he did or didn't do it. It's just the simple fact of, like, you know, if you have a history, oh, well, Aaliyah, Jay-Z, Foxy Brown, and you messing with all of these young gals and you an old ass nigga, we got to look at you and we got to be like, you know, what do you want with this young girl? I don't know. That's the point I wanted to bring up. Another thing I wanted to say, something that just threw me off a little bit about this whole situation, was the fact that the 13-year-old, well, this was years ago. This was in 2000, which is kind of crazy that you can bring up something, which I always knew. Like, don't get me wrong, sexual abuse, sexual, you know, sexual actions that women have to forgo, I get that it's traumatizing. So I'm not saying, hey, you should have came out right when it happens, because it's, you know, it's deeper than rap. It's not that easy to where you could just come out the next day after something so traumatizing happens to you. And also, this is at a time where he's huge, so nobody, of course, is going to believe you. In 2000, if somebody would have told you that Puffy was doing all the shit that he was doing, you wouldn't have believed it. In 2000, if somebody told you Jay-Z was doing what he's alleged to do right now, you wouldn't have bought that shit, because what need would they have? You know what I'm saying? Or you would just be like, hey, that's a celebrity. Why would they specifically go after a 13-year-old girl? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that she should have came out right when it happened, but 24 years later is like, wow. You know what I'm saying? That's another point I wanted to bring up. Like, hey, I'm all for like you bringing it up and finding the courage to speak out, getting yourself together, your mental and your self-esteem back right, and willing to go get justice. But I'm thinking like, at the max, like 3 or 4 years. And even that's like, within like 1 or 2 years is like what I would say you probably want to get it done. Because after a while, you know what I'm saying? Once it gets to that 5 year, people is like, come on. But 25 years ago, geez. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. And the last thing I want to bring up is the fact that the 13-year-old girl at the time, who is now whatever age, I'm not going to do the math and I don't feel like it. I just ate, I'm tired, and I want to make this video real quick, get this shit out. The 13-year-old girl says that it was a woman counterpart there that she will not identify. And everybody's like, well, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to bring the woman out there and put the woman for it. The reason she's not doing that is because her lawyer probably did what, they did to Jay-Z, which is, hey, let's do this shit silently. We don't got to bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Pay up, wire some money over. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll keep a low profile. I just need to wake up to Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to wake up to a Venmo payment. They probably saying that to her, but she like, oh, whoever the woman counterpart is, she probably like, nah, y'all not gonna bring me to the forefront. Y'all not gonna put my name out there. And so she was like, okay, bet. And her lawyer was like, okay, bet. Well, Jay-Z da-da-da-da-da in the news. So I guess they wanted to remain kind of anonymous in terms of the woman counterpart who was there. They didn't want to out her just yet because they probably wanted to prove to her that, hey, we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? We put forth Jay-Z, and you know what I'm saying? That should let you know that we're serious about this, because everybody knows how big Jay-Z is to not only black culture, but just in the world in general. Last thing I want to say is, how stupid are you bitch ass niggas talking about, oh, I took the dinner with Jay-Z? You fuck niggas. You dumbasses. When niggas was saying that, I used to look at y'all so crazy. And I know, like, this is like slick unserious, but it's like, come on, bro. Not the situation, but the fact that like the dinner or $1 million, dinner with Jay-Z or 1 million. You niggas are fucking pathetic. When y'all used to say that shit, I swear to God, that used to not only make me so mad, I used to really look at y'all niggas with a side eye. What the fuck does Jay-Z know? He's smart with his money, and it's lasted for years on end. But I'm taking that $1 million, and I've been saying this shit for years. I was saying this before this situation even happened. We act as if Jay-Z just did some amazing financial things with his money in order to keep... He's a rapper. He's a rapper. He got his fame and fortune from rapping. What can he tell you besides live within your means and try to make this shit last that will actually be useful advice to you? You know what I'm saying? It'd be a difference if he I don't know. It'd be a difference if he really did. So he rapped. He made his career, which like, hey, that's difficult. I'm not undermining his talent and his artistry and his discography. I'm just saying, why the fuck would you choose dinner with this nigga than just getting you 6 figures? Hell, if you want dinner with that nigga so bad, which, like I said, what could he really tell? If anything, I'm not going to say that. But why would you, if y'all niggas want dinner with him so bad, you better take some of that 1 million and pay that nigga. Shit, but I'm taking the milli. Y'all lose me. Shit, a meal might upgrade your lifestyle to where you might not even have to pay for a dinner. You might just end up in the same room as these niggas. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, it's just something that came to my head. But yeah, we'll see how this shit turns out. I might update y'all. I might not. Just want to get my 2 cents. But anyway, yep. This is another video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it to the artist, share it to your friends. Like,